Oh, good man. You look slightly less Dominican than you have the last 2.
Hey man.
I mean, that's just an observation. I love you, black, Dominican, light skin. You were just a rich nigga anyway. It don't matter. So yeah, we get. It doesn't matter.
Niggas been the funny thing is niggas been calling me rich since before you were, and for the fact that you and like people that don't even know each other, every time I post something is in my DMs calling me rich. Like people that literally y'all don't know each other,
right?
And then actually, I'm like, where y'all be meeting at to signify on this day we gonna fuck with the hood?
You know what we know? We smell money, nigga. That's what we know. We smell that money. Oh
I
man,
smell a nigga with money.
Like
broke baby.
And let these J's food. I'm broke, baby. Yeah. No, but it's an interesting week, man. I got a nice little ledger over here. But I also know that my brother's got a couple things on their mind, as you see, because what this new shit is that I've been on the goofy shit the last couple weeks, like to the bullshit. And every time I go, one of them stop me like, hold on, let's get this off. So I'm going to start with some shit that's like in the middle or it could go both ways. This might go completely left. We'll see how it go. But I that's if y'all don't have anything of pressing, matter you want to get off your chest before we even get the proceeding this evening.
I don't know which way. I think mine is kind of in between too, but I definitely wanted to start off because this has a special place in my heart. I want to say Happy Pride Month to all the people that partake in that lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah, shout out to my little brother.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
So yeah, I definitely want to say Happy Pride Month. I want to get that out there that I'm one of those allies. Not one of those people. I'm one of those allies.
You one of them people like Juvie with the Juvie accent?
Nah, because New Orleans niggas was kissing each other in the mouth. I'm cool.
Like do what you do, but y'all wildin'. Yeah, no doubt. That's definitely good. Shout out to all our allies and listeners and all y'all, because I know some of y'all out here. That's love. That's a beautiful way to start. All right. So you know how you hear shit, right? And immediately, me. Let me not say y'all. I don't want to put this on y'all. Sometimes you hear something in the news, and the first thing you think is, they just always gotta make it harder for niggas. Like you ever have that thought process when you read something in the news?
9 times out of 10, it be niggas that be making it harder for niggas.
No, but that's no, absolutely. But this is what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about when it's like us on us. That's what I'm speaking of. Like when Negroes is out here just doing what they want, and all right. So last week, I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with the name Patrisse Cullors or Cullors. I don't know. Is it Cullors or Cullors? Either way. Patrisse is a co-founder of the Black Lives Matter movement on the corporate, sponsorship and all that type level. She's the co-founder. Now, I have never been one to place her with the movement simply because the movement is, it's absent of any one individual. The movement is the movement. That's in and of itself. That's why it's called a movement. Like there is no one driving situation. Like it's a stack. It's more than one. So, but I digress. So apparently she resigned as the leader of, or the CEO, if I'm not mistaken, of Black Lives Matter because she was rumored to have used funds in an improper fashion.
Okay. She acting real colored at this point. Living up to her last name.
Yeah. You're speaking of the house in the hills next to the white people that she claimed are oppressing us.
The house in the hill. I say, here's the thing, right? All right. And this is just me. Y'all know I'm not like the super hotep. Like I love my people and I rock for my people, but I've never been like, you know what I mean? Like I have a certain balance and understanding of things, but realistically, y'all killing us out here with this goofy shit, man. Like you're killing us. you're killing us because we happen to roll in circles where we may come across people of other races who have objections to things they see, and they're not necessarily realistic or rational objections. They're simply things that they do in order to prove a point. The Candace Owens of the world and those type people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you gotta defend, which you shouldn't have to, but when you do and you decide to go in that bag, now we got this goofy shit. What are people like? Come on, sis. Like, you fucking killing me out here. Like, it's crazy. Like niggas can't have shit. Like, that's the first thing I thought. When I was like,
we should have never gave you niggas money.
Never gave you niggas money. Like, damn. Like, come on, sis. You killing us out here.
See, the horrible part about that is, you know, when you fighting, you fighting that uphill battle, you having conversations with people, and it seemed like you breaking some sort of ground when it comes to race relations in that matter. But then you have a situation like this that just be like, well, BLM, y'all talk all that BLM shit, and,
right?
And then this is what the person who is running this organization is
doing.
Like,
yeah.
So
like, and now like she not our lawyer, bro.
So in their mind, it negates all of the fucking good that was done by the organization and the people that are moving in the right direction. It's like, yo, nigga, we almost to the precipice. College word. And then we
got to sneak SAT words in this joint.
You just had somebody just
at least PSSA. Go ahead.
Yeah, bring them back. No,
keystone words.
Yeah, right.
So I'm a play devil's advocate because I've been a person that's been fuck the LLC Black Lives Matter.
Right. It's a
respect
movement
to the movement.
Right.
So like I don't, you feel me? Like when I found out more PETA kills more animals than they save, like my I found that out young, and like in my nonprofit movement has been very warped. So on one hand, I'm like, that's what she's supposed to do. You it's a cat and mouse game. You do what you gonna do. All these pastors out here getting their bread. Y'all remember that pastor that had a Bentley and this, and he was spending X amount of dollars on Gucci
private
and all that
jets
stuff.
And all
yeah,
that.
you mean Creflo Dollar?
I don't think it's another one. It's another one, and he was getting deposed in his deposition. They was like, oh, so you spent on this day, you spent $10,000 on Gucci garments, and he was like, yeah, I got a condition where I sweat a lot, so I sweat through my clothes, so I gotta have finer material, so when I sweat, it stays together a little. It's some bullshit, bro. Like,
wait a minute, I'm allergic to sweat. That's what he said.
Yo, I'll send it to y'all. But
righteous.
Yo, what's up, Ship?
Yo, Z Ron, my guy. Appreciate you checking in. We'll have it up. I'll try to have it up on Friday. I've been slacking lately. My bad, guys. But go ahead.
But then on the flip side of it, like, I mean, I'm gonna be that guy. We don't hold your entire race accountable when Ponzi did what the fuck he did. We don't really even hold when Dylan Roof did what he did. We didn't hold all of y'all accountable because we do see that there's some good out there.
Right.
But
I mean,
whenever we do something, why does that person have to be the fucking face of our race every single time? Like, y'all gotta understand. Like, my thing is, white people can completely ignore. Like, all white people know that there's white people and there's white trash. Nobody hates white trash more than white people. But for some reason, it goes smooth over their head that there's niggas and black people. Like they don't. How can y'all not fathom that? And y'all know that there's white people and white trash.
Mm-hmm. It feels like they just like they're in denial. Like, no, our it doesn't fit their narrative, or at least certain ones. Because I do believe that maybe in a closed circle that our ears aren't privy to, that they'd be like, like when they say, one of the good ones,
right?
When they say that racist ass shit. So no, they understand. They just don't have a safe way to express it.
Right.
Nothing they can say is gonna sound good. Like, oh, you're like one of the good ones. Then you sound like, oh, I'm a house nigga. Like you know what I mean?
Like,
No,
I mean,
that can't do nothing but go bad.
I've teetered on that line probably way more than both of y'all, because I know my white exposure is a bit more than both of y'all, just from y'all being from Philly alone.
I mean,
and then
bro lived in South Dakota, so like for years.
That's true. But he lived in South Dakota where Left was going to, when Left lived in South Dakota, he lived as a person of who he's going to be for the rest of his life. My formative years was around white people.
Around white, right? Okay,
Yeah,
that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
So I mean, not to say that, you know, because I know you was like 19, 20, like that, like you're not still growing, but I mean 5, 4, 5, 6. Like I walked into kindergarten at 4, so like 4 or 5. Like my whole life has been around, and not to say that I grew up around all white people. Where I grew up at outside of Atlantic City is very indicative of what the United States demographic is. So like if it's 13% black people, what's it, like 60 whatever percent white people, like that's literally how I grew up. Like I know Philly, the black's a little bit higher. Atlantic City, there's damn near mostly black people, but I'm saying where I went to school at in Egg Harbor City is very indicative of what the US population looks like.
Okay.
Give or take a couple of Mexicans.
Mexicans everywhere, bro.
Right.
Listen,
shout out to them.
They my folks. They my folks.
We love them. Like
I fuck with Mexicans, right?
Yeah, you trash if you don't. Like real rat. Like, that's just how I feel. Thorough
so I mean,
folks,
I think that my scope of sequence on it was good, Karen. My scope of sequence or scope of view on it is a little bit, I don't want to say distorted, but I have had to do like my level of code switching. And you feel me? But I'll take it a step further. I've had to code switch amongst our people too. Like Egg Harbor City black people is way different than Atlantic City black people. And when I'm spending my weekends and my summers and stuff in Atlantic City, and I'm in Egg Harbor, which is only 10 miles away. It's not that far at all. There's a level of me wearing my light-skinnedness, kind of like stepping into my privilege of as a light-skinned individual and who has light eyes and doesn't have, I don't quote unquote nappy hair. Like I don't have white hair, but I have.
Yeah, you got that in between. Like you got the good brown people hair.
Like I had to learn the basics of Spanish because so many people come up to me speaking Spanish like off rip. Like I had to learn that from young.
That's actually kind of fire though, honestly. Like
hoodie with the
all the Bad Bunny shit, but nigga, that shit come in handy.
That's my man Hoodie with the good hair.
it's a Bob Boney. Like, yeah, no, that's funny, man. Like,
y'all see the shop? Did y'all see the shop episode?
I have not watched it yet. It's on my list, man. I got to check it out. Dope. As a matter of fact, I was going to, but I'm still at work, so had to be a responsible working adult and do the responsible thing and actually do my damn job. So
who does that?
I have not exactly right. What the hell type time am I on?
Responsibility and shit.
Yeah, wilding out, right? I'm on some other shit, but it is what it is. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And we have all right. So we gonna move on from that because, like I said, that could have went one way or the other. I got some other shit though that I want to rap to y'all about. That's funny, but I want to give brothers a chance. If y'all got something on y'all list, y'all, I don't know if niggas had like,
I got a couple of things. I got one very serious, one serious one that I feel like my voice can definitely push both of y'all either way, or whoever's listening, because I know people don't have the same idealism.
Right. So let's get the serious out the way, because we about to put some juice on it after that. Let's get the serious out the way.
All right. So boom, it's Pride Month.
Right.
My thing is, I don't celebrate Hanukkah, so I'm not going to say I don't care when Hanukkah comes around, but like that's for me. The amount of people that I see like mad that Pride Month is a thing, like, bro, grow the fuck up. Like, Grow up. Okay, cool. Let me got that off my chest.
Right. No, and that's facts. Because, like, and just to follow up on that, that's facts simply because at a certain age or a certain point in life, you just have to understand that things that don't affect you shouldn't be things that concern you. Like, to the point of emotion. If you are in no way affected by it, and when I say affected, I mean the safety of your family or the money in your pocket to take care of your family. That's what I mean. Like that far, and that's it. So if those two things aren't compromised by whatever other people are doing, shut up. Like, let people live. Like, we the most weird ass, just I need you to know how I feel culture on the fucking like, who gives a fuck, bro? Like, now, of course, that's slightly hypocritical because every Thursday night we get on here and talk about how we feel about shit. But guess what? Everybody has the opportunity to ignore us like hundreds of our friends do. Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. It is what it is. But we still here. But that's a choice, and that's what it is. And if somebody disagrees with us, that's also their choice. And we don't give a fuck about that neither because we just talking about how we feel. But everybody's so goddamn, it's just weird. Go ahead.
So now my next point. How do you? So the Rugrats are doing a reboot.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. And I didn't even write this down. I'm glad you brought it up. Go ahead.
So yeah, the Rugrats are doing a reboot. This isn't the first time that this has happened because there's cartoons that like y'all know shit. Y'all already know how this is going down. D Hood still watches cartoons. So I mean, I chose not violence today, so I'm gonna be nice about it. Whatever. I still watch cartoons, so and I have nephews and all that shit. And y'all got kids, so I'm sure y'all watch cartoons too. How do y'all feel about Phil and Lil's mom being lesbian, which we knew she was lesbian?
I was about to say, did you watch the show? Like, anybody who's upset about this clearly didn't watch the show. Like, and that's my whole thing. Like, if you watch the show, you knew this already. Mm-hmm. Does it really matter? No, because 8.5 times out of 10, your child who's at daycare who might be of the age to watch this show has at least one fellow student in their class who has 2 mommies or 2 daddies or something to that. Like, it's what the word. Get over your motherfucking self. Like, just get over yourself. I don't understand why people are so upset about that. Like, I don't get that. I think that's a bunch of wasted ass energy. Honestly, I do. And
I'll get to this afterwards because that's some bullshit. I don't want to take away from this conversation.
Right. Yeah, no, let's keep it.
So I believe there's 2 dads in Loud House. There's 2 dads in Loud House.
That's on Disney Channel, right?
Yes, that's on Disney. And I always
heard my kids watching that one.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The animation stylistically looks like Nickelodeon, and it always throws me off that it's on Disney.
Right.
Yeah, so there's 2 dads on that. And then I want to say Steven Universe a while ago, there was 2 males kissing at a like a prom or something like that. I want to step out there and say this. The media does not make your kids gay.
It really doesn't.
Let me tell y'all why I know for a fact the media does not make your kids gay, does not make your kid want to be trans, does not make your kid. This is why. My best friend, my fucking cousin Miles, homosexual man. That's my dog. And I'm not trying to, I have a gay friend, the situation. Growing up, we liked all of the same things. The only difference is he liked art, I liked sports. We played Mortal Kombat together. We played fucking SmackDown. Goddamn, shut your mouth together. We played fucking basketball in the backyard together. Right. We watched Living Single. We watched all of these heteronormative.
Didn't watch Living Single. Go ahead.
I was about to say, you watched Living Single, good brother?
We watched literally everything, all the same shit. Like all of the same, The Cosby Show, fucking I Love Lucy. Goddamn! I was a Nick at Night ass young boy back then. Bro. Nah, I Love Lucy. Leave It to Beaver. We watch all of the most heteronormative shit ever. Bro,
none of that shit was
Bro, it that's the thing that blew everybody quick. Oh no, me, Young Thug wear a purse. Ask him what's in that purse. I say that all the time. Ask Young Thug what's in that purse. You're not gonna like the answer. And Young Thug is not like we have to remove the idea that blue is for boys, pink is for girls, because it's not. They're fucking colors.
I mean, those are assigned colors that we put on them. Listen, man. Like in all transparency, like I probably have had amongst us the most experience of just dealing with this and just making this adjustment in life because of my little brother. Which, I mean, let's just be fair. It's no one would choose the bad side of that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like the ridicule and the pressure and the judgment and all those other things. I, in my mind, cannot believe that anyone would choose that shit on purpose with the treatment that I see some people who choose to live that lifestyle go through. Like, and it's just so fucked up and crazy that who somebody love make you that mad at that person. Like, that's weird as shit to me. Like, because guess what? If a dude like fat chicks, you don't stop hanging with him because he like fat chicks. That's who he like. You don't like fat chicks. That's fine.
Even
it's really no
bring
more
on the
BBW to understand than that.
Right. I love you.
That shit, yo, it has been bothering me for like my thing, and we've had this conversation before, and what I've realized within the last year, I used to say that I'm not an ally by any means. I'm just very pro mind your own fucking business. Like that, like what you eat don't make me shit. I live, I say that probably 50 times a week. I literally, exactly. They don't like.
Excellent point. Excellent point.
People,
that's why I put it up.
They like, and they also don't know how to love themselves.
Facts. Talk.
So, I used to think that I was just very pro just minding your own business. Like, if you want to marry the Eiffel Tower, do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do.
The only instance where I was like, nah, that's wrong. The North American Man Boy Love Association, NAMBA. Nah.
Yeah, that's wild. Like, I remember seeing that shit on South Park and thinking it was a joke.
No, that shit is real.
And it was like they based this off of an actual thing.
They got a website. What? They got a nonprofit number.
That's weird. Pedophilia is out. Like any pedo type shit, there's no understanding in that. We talking about adults making adult decisions. And with other adults who are consenting.
I also hate that I even brought that up because we also need to stop equating
the two. Exactly. Just because, man, listen, we could do this shit all night. Like, I promise you, because, like I said, it's close to the heart for me, so I feel a way,
right?
And I rise with it because, like, I tear the world down. Something ever happened to my brother over some goofy shit. Like, You understand what I'm saying? So, like, real rap, like, that's just me. But I definitely appreciate your stand on that, man. As like I said, as somebody so personally close to it, I definitely appreciate that, man. Left, my bad, because I feel like Left ain't really had a chance to chip in on that, and we wrapped on yet.
Like y'all covering bases on it. I mean, let's see. I can use both of my hands and still not count all of the people who identify as part of the LGBTQ plus community. That's your life. And who am I to tell you what to do with your life?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you what to do with your life. Like, the funny thing for me was like, the hardest part about getting over myself when it came to the stigma of, just the gay and heterosexual type thing is, I kept getting hit on by gay dudes. Like, it was weird to me. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why me? No, like, I give off vibes. You do so
it's your natural. Yeah, I mean, you just on that. That's the way we are. Like, as far as like the things we see as far as the way we raise and what we taught by ignorant motherfuckers who might be around us as we grow up. You understand what I'm saying? Like those types of barriers are put up because of that. Like, because dead ass, I ain't going to lie to you. Like most like, and I know if you gave most of them dudes ain't worried about us, yo.
Yo, that
like we are like the furthest thing from their mind. Now I can't downplay your experience, bro. But what I'm saying is, in most of the cases, in talking to these brothers and having these conversations, they ain't the fuck worried about us, man.
Right? Like, it was just a thing. Like I was up in Winnipeg at a bar, like we up in there chilling, and I had some dude like he just was shooting his shot. And at first, like I'm so oblivious to it because it's not what I'm expecting. Like I'm sitting up here, he complimenting my clothes and shit, and bought me a drink and shit. Like, yo, it really was going down. And I'm like, I started adding it up. Like, he bought me a drink. He
That's what I do to bitches.
Wait, my man. My man, listen. Listen. I appreciate the compliments. I appreciate the drink. Matter of fact, I'll buy you one back. But listen, that is not what I'm into. Like I'm in here for the women. I'm in here for these women. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just saw the way you put that outfit together. Look, we don't gotta go no further. We ain't gotta go no further.
Man. Nah, brother, you found out that night you was a fashion. You was a fashion icon. I was fashionable.
Huh? I was fashionable.
You felt good about yourself.
Like afterwards, I was just like, I look so good, dudes. We try to get at
man. Listen, if you secure within yourself, that shit happening. You be like, well, I must be doing something right because I know they don't be fucking.
They hard to please, bro. So to your point,
no, real shit. That's
I happen to be in a position where gay dudes try me. No, I'm not gonna say try me. Gay, I get hit on by gay dudes. I guess I'm that level of acute. I'm recently finding out in life that I'm cute.
Man,
I just found out in the last 2 years that I'm cute.
This is when you gotta shut your camera off. I want to tell you.
Shit.
So, but my thing is, how many times you ever walked up to a chick and be like, "Hey, like, yo, da-da-da-da," and they're like, "Nah, not interested."
Right.
Like, or have you ever been on the receiving end of like, "Hey, you know what I mean? I'm trying to talk to you. Oh, now like I like chicks." Like it's the same thing.
Right.
Like how I
don't.
Bro.
What a good.
But like how is the homie supposed to know that I'm not in that same lifestyle with him if he don't ask? That's why it doesn't bother me.
Right.
I'm good. And then and I'll take it even a step further. I will get the same level of upset as if I curve a chick and she keep trying, as I would. I don't get no extra upset if a dude continue to try.
Yeah.
Like
either you're. I said no matter what you are.
like no means no.
Yeah, exactly. Like No, that's wild.
So what you look like Boris Kojo, dog? I don't want no problem. Like go away.
We ain't doing that. Hey yo. So that's we don't play that shit around here, man. We doing what we doing, and we are definitely a tolerant outlet, and we are an ally as an outlet, and much love to the entire LGBTQ community.
And we're trying to get better. We're not there.
Yeah. We got work to do. Yes, absolutely. That's probably more important than any of that. We have work to do, and we will continue doing it. But let me see. Look, I ain't even asking. Hold up.
I make a motherfucker say, "Oh yeah, I'm cold as a lion with no hair." If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear.
Help the bear. That's one of the coldest lines in history, bro.
Yo, first off, that nigga fought a bear and lightning in one freestyle. He is the fucking GOAT. You can't tell me,
bro. You can't tell me. You can't tell me
the GOAT. But you can't tell me in that day he's the GOAT. Goddamn.
You can't tell me this Scandal shit ain't real, like the show Scandal, because they put that nigga right in prison after them bars, bro. You can't be that hot walking around.
Oh man, yo, that nigga said, if you ever see me fight with Grizzly Bear, help the bear. Oh man, so that started popping again this week because of a young lady in California had a grizzly bear and the cubs walking across the wall of her backyard, start swinging at her dogs and shit. Dumbass dogs about to get bear pawed to death. Like he was about to put she was about to put the monkey paws on them, like boop boop boop. Like it was about to get a whole lot of Marge Simpson out there for them little ass dogs.
I'm saying the Eagles, I know we got some O-line issues. That form was motherfucking perfect.
Oh no, she ran over there and got nice and
right in between the numbers, bro.
Through. Yeah.
In between the numbers.
That was a pancake for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Full fucking pancake.
Nate Herbig and them, y'all on the second string, holla at my girl because she gonna help y'all get to first string.
No, that shit is real, man. She definitely need to be an O-line coach or something. Teach her technique because she knocked a bear off a wall, motherfucker. Like, I need y'all to really understand the gravity of that. Like, that's not like she pushed a bear off a wall.
My nigga. And then the bear hesitated to come back too.
I see what you did there. You know, the gravity of that. The gravity. I see what you did there.
I played tight end.
Nice. I mean, you know,
I played tight end. The bear hesitated to come back.
Yeah, oh no, he peeked over the wall. Like she peeked over the wall, was like, "Hold it, it's still there." Oh, all right, like, come on.
She hopped back up there, but she didn't really do much.
It was like,
she was like, "Bring your ass
on Friday." Yeah, like on Friday. I told you not to come around here messing with these people.
Yep.
Get your ass.
You want some two old men?
Yeah, no. No, that is exactly.
Hey, yo, somebody did that shit to me earlier because y'all know, like, I'm just confrontational. Like I'm trying to do better. I'm at the gym, and these two white boys keep looking at me, and I did arms today, so I'm laying down doing skull crushers, and when you just laying down in a compromising position like that, like you don't want people to just be looking at you. So I took my headphone off. I was like, "Hey, yo, what's the problem? What y'all looking at?" Like mad loud, and there's like 4 people in the gym. Like, bro, what the fuck y'all looking at? It's a fucking problem. I was like, "Yo, we just really like your tattoos." I was like, "Oh, my fault. I got people." My fault.
You all need a hug, ass nigga.
Listen,
they wanted
D Hood shows.
And my thing is,
try not to choose violence, but then you just chose violence.
Like,
yo,
complete and
total. I'm gonna choose violence right now.
Both of them niggas needed, like, could lift the world. Like, both, they was big as hell too. Like, they could have fucked me up. And me just being a goddamn honey badger at all times. I was like, "Hey, yo, what's a fucking problem?" Like, from across the gym. It's a fucking problem, bro.
You need a hug, nigga. Like, you gotta relax. Everybody don't want to fight you. You like Anthony Mason.
We need that nigga to open up his closet and grab a pair of Yeezys and just rub them bitches like yes.
Russell Westbrook ass. I always want to fight everybody. Nigga.
Yo, I went from
Russell
30
Westbrook a podcast. Like that's what
I went from 30 to 0 so quick. I was like, "Oh, my fault. Y'all want to see him up close?" Like I ain't know what to say after that. Like I felt so bad.
Oh man, I wouldn't know what it is. No, it's good, bro.
Now, my question is, what do you use for pre-workout? Because that's probably what's amping your ass the fuck up.
My pre-workout be having me. I be in the gym like this. I smoke weed, yo, bro.
You ever take your pre-workout? And like when you on your way to the gym and then get a call and got to do something before you get to the gym and that shit kick in. Oh
yesterday,
my god, that shit.
Yesterday I couldn't find my headphones. I couldn't find my headphones yesterday.
That's no good.
I use Woke AF. Woke AF.
You turn into mystical and shit. Like you turn into mystical. Like
I make a motherfucker say, "Oh yeah, I'm cold as a lion with no hair." If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Shit.
That's gonna be one of them ones. So y'all gonna hear that shit a lot. That shit is just very funny to me. Like
literally anything podcast for the people.
Yeah.
We out here. We doing what we doing. You can catch us on Instagram and Twitch. And on Twitter at literally anything _podcast.
Let's go. All right. Just as a quick look, it's like lightning and thunder and shit like happening where I'm at. So if for any reason anything should happen to this connection, I'll be back with you as quick as I can because
All right,
I don't know what life's going to bring around this jointski. Yeah, because I don't know how good the microphone is, but it's rumbling like a mug outside.
Yeah.
So
now there's thunder.
That's the classic Eddie Murphy joint. I gotta get I gotta get some clips on here. All right, so just some little tidbits. We don't got to spend a lot of time on, but just some things that I saw. So it's some shit happening in Mexico right now. What's up?
You know, like is we on a serious note right now, or we?
It ain't really serious. It's just shit just to say. But if you got some bullshit, let's get to the bullshit.
Because
let's go.
Hood was choosing violence at the gym. I'm choosing violence every time I see this motherfucker's name. Aaron Terry, fuck you.
Oh shit!
And I mean that from the bottom of my motherfucking heart.
Bro,
all right.
You said Aaron Terry. You said Aaron Terry. I thought Aaron Donald, and I was about to close my computer, bro. I was smoke with you. I know I talk shit on here. We the same size.
Look, I don't want my eye to go.
I don't want no smoke with you. I swear, I had a That's So Raven moment, and I just saw him punching my fucking skull. Yeah,
like no. All right,
bro, my blood pressure is so high. My fault.
My man said I had a That's So Raven moment. You know, we going. Right. I'm not letting you punch out of that. We gonna spin the block. Go ahead.
So Aaron Terry is a dude who I was stationed in South Dakota with, who happens to be of this persuasion, and
we naming names like okay. Let's go.
Yeah,
I thought this was just like some obscure famous nigga I hadn't heard about. This real niggas. Let's go.
No, this real motherfuckers on Facebook. So I happened to be scrolling down my page on Facebook the other day, and it was a post. I don't even know how I got this post, but you know when people they comment on something, it might pop up on your page.
The algorithms find you. Yeah.
The algorithms find you on shit, but it's weird because I don't follow the page that he commented on. But it just came up, and it was something talking about the George Floyd case or whatever. And within that, his comment was "fuck George Floyd."
Okay.
Well, damn. Like,
right.
Like, so
you speaking all crazy on that dead man name. What's your problem?
So I started scrolling down. Now, like, I'm engaged because you put that out there. So all right, cool. What's going on? So it's a lot of people who keep talking about the fact that he's a criminal and this, that, and the third, which, you know, as my brother Hood alluded to, you know, in the beginning of these podcasts that we've been doing, just because a person is a criminal, unless they kill somebody, they don't deserve to die. So
facts.
And I have that understanding as well. Like, so what I'm noticing is these are a lot of people who do not share the same hue of skin that we do.
Facts.
So it made me travel to his page. And then I go to his page. It's a lot of pro-Trump shit. All right,
facts.
That shit is what it is. That's par for the course with a lot of military members or whatever. Like, they totally line up whoever the president is. It happens.
That's who they support. Yeah.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. So he has a post.
You can't tell me that shit ain't a cult. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Another discussion for another day. I won't even swing that back today, but you can't tell me that shit ain't a cult. Go ahead.
So he has a post on there that says, "I'm standing with Israel."
What?
I'm gonna let that sink in. Now, anybody who knows what's going on over in Israel right now, first of all, is way deeper than just saying, you know, they at war. These motherfuckers been at war for 100 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Back and forth, all over, basically fighting over Jerusalem, where they all, like, where you had Jews and Palestinians all in the same area until the Jews decided they don't want the Palestinians there no more, and basically like, yo, get the fuck out. And it's weird because like me personally, like a lot of people I know are practicing Muslims, and that's what the Palestinians are. They're Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you having holy wars going on now. I can't get into everything involving this because it's way too much. But what's going that are going on today, if you can side, like if you feel like you're cool with, you know, siding with people that decide that they want to go into people's houses, just totally evict them, like, yo, get the fuck out my country, like, then that shows who you really are. Like that, like you have a colonizer's mindset.
Right.
I love that word.
So
I love it.
Like I'm looking at it like, yo, you would side with them, like you would side with Israel because that's the type of shit you want right now. Like you feel some type of way about anybody that's in this country that don't look like you. Mm-hmm. So fuck you and your mother and the hole that you came through. Eat a dick. Fuck you, Aaron.
No. Yeah, no, Aaron. You can eat a bag of dicks if you can find them. Eat all of them.
Burlap one at that. We ain't giving it to you easy, bro. A burlap sack.
Yeah. God damn.
A brown paper bag too easy.
Now, G brings up a point that I've heard a lot, and I don't necessarily disagree with. I understand both sides of it, but basically is why is the United States always involved in other people's shit like our shit is perfect? Like, and to a certain degree, as a leader of the quote unquote world and to be given the respects that you are given in certain circles, this is what is expected of you. But if we're speaking on, you know, glass houses and that sort of thing, like we do a lot of glass house shit in this country, like shit that ain't right here.
Yeah,
it go wrong somewhere else, and we will fly to that shit to fix it. Like, and that shit has always been
hiding your hands and shit.
Yeah, that's always been a weird flex to me. So no, I get that. That's absolutely a fair fucking question, more than fair. Absolutely.
And
but go ahead.
One of the things I want to say is to anyone who is of the Caucasian persuasion that is on here, this has nothing to do with you. I love my white folk. I love everybody. But this particular person who happens to be part of your race, fuck that person. And
all right.
Yeah, that's
absolutely. And I respect that. But how about we don't ever say my white people again? Because
you're right. You got some in the closet right now.
Black people. Well, how many do you own, massa? Like, no, we would. Shit,
like I had one in the closet.
No, we wouldn't let nobody punch with that. So we not going to do that.
Yeah, I feel you.
No, I just, I like to keep shit leveled as best I can. I'm always in bullshit, but I don't want to. I don't want to have unnecessary bullshit. So, oh shit, that was funny. Literally Anything podcast for the people. We are here. Please follow all the socials. Anything that you are not on, please get on and follow us. If you have Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any of these things, log on there and give us a follow and a like and all those good things. We appreciate the support. So it's funny you mentioned the Trump thing. So did y'all hear about this lady in Jersey who Jersey?
No. You notice I waited. You notice what the fuck about Willis? Where going with this?
Oh man, you're so easy to bait with that shit, bro. No, this woman lives in Roselle Park, New Jersey, which I'm sure
my boy Grizz is from Roselle.
Oh shit. Well, Grizz, all right. So sis got anti-Biden, like everything in her yard. Joe Biden sucks. Don't blame me. I voted for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, not my president. Socialism sucks. Biden blows. This chick was on the news screaming that the election was stolen. And Joe Biden is not the rightful president, and this and that and this. So the problem that the township has with her is that her house is a block from a school. And she has F Joe Biden and he sucks all these, profanity laced innuendos and so on and so forth, just right there for the kids got to walk right past on their way home from school. And the township is telling her to take them down. She's saying no. A judge has ordered her to take them down, or there's a hearing coming. I'm not sure exactly. Either way, it's up now and it's not down, but it needs to be down because, my kids don't got to see. If you put up Trump signs, that's fine. Why they got to have profanity? I don't understand. It's just so weird. And she's so defiant because if the election wouldn't have been stolen, wow, lady, I don't know, man. It's got to be cool as hell to be white. It's got to be.
The audacity of the caucasity.
I can't imagine it's not an amazing day to just wake up white because that's crazy. What's wrong? I don't know. But that was funny to me. That was wild. I don't know.
Did y'all see Trump telling people that he gonna be back in office in August?
No, I didn't. No, I don't.
People in I don't know if it's Senate or the House or whatever, but people in office somewhere that still has contact to him. He has been telling people that his power will be restored in August. That's not even how that works.
I'm about to say, where does
that's not how any of this works.
That's literally not how any of this works at all. And the one thing that I do want to clarify, because I don't know if we touched on this before, there's a reasonable expectation for collusion in every election. There's always a reasonable expectation of meddling to be been done. It's kind of like when you open a business, if you open a store, when you're doing your budget, you set aside an amount of money to I think X amount of dollars may be stolen from here by people by shoplifting. So right. you always just prepare for that. It's called a shrink margin.
Yeah.
So, and y'all
were a retail manager. I had to take classes on this. Go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah. I used to work in asset protection.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, there's a reasonable level of shrink margin in the election.
Right.
And it's fucking hilarious because when Trump got elected, they found that there has been way more collusion in American history. But then when Biden, I'm not a huge Biden fan, y'all know this. When Biden got elected, they found that there's the least amount of evidence found in American history. Yeah, you better hush talking about Jersey. Thank you, Shakira.
Hey, Jones is. Oh man, I'm forgetting. I'm drawing a blank. I know where she's from. It's one of them hardcore cities, though. It's one of them real Jersey cities.
Was she from Patterson?
Is it Patterson? No. Oh man, it's going to hit me. I don't know if she's still on there.
Borough or something.
No, she from a real Jersey. I remember when she first told me, I was like, all right, respect. I had to leave it be.
Shakira used to do what my sister allegedly used to do. My sister used to put tape razors on the bottom of her Timbs when she was going out and just in case.
Montclair, that's where she from. Montclair, yeah. That's what I said. She real. Montclair, there we go. Yeah,
she do domestic.
That's real Jersey. That's Jersey. That's Jersey. The way we say it.
Montclair stink too. So I mean, I fuck with you. If your city don't stink, are you really living?
But it gotta stink a little bit, not a whole.
Hey, it stink a little bit, but it's all right.
It can't smell like Kensington.
It stink a little bit, but it's all right.
Oh, we gonna tell that story one day. Not today. We not doing that today,
bro. We can
tell that story,
bro.
No, not today. We it's gonna start a whole nother level of shit. We not doing that right now. All right. So real quick, it's Mexican cartels hunting down police officers and killing them on their days off. This shit down Mexico is wild right now, bro. Hold on, let me get. Look, she says it's a hood don't stink. Don't do that.
That's what fucking do. Montclair.
Hey,
Montclair.
Man, listen.
Montclair air
probably
tastes like
represent-
morning pussy. That's what
Yo, I hate you so much.
that's what it tastes like when you open your mouth in Montclair.
God, I hate you, yo.
It's not bad, but I mean, would I prefer it if I had the other option? Probably not.
Listen,
Just like
this brother
tastes like-
here is on.
yeah.
Yo,
Yo.
oh man, every week is something.
It don't smell like Teen
Brother.
Spirit though.
Yo, yeah. So if you're a police officer in Mexico, they said these brothers is leaving their jobs on the shift and rolling out. That shit is crazy. Like them cartels down there ain't playing. Also, R. Kelly is not out of jail, y'all. Like,
not some
nah,
weirdos.
like we gotta do our fact checking before we start eating all this shit up. R. Kelly is still in prison. Courtesy of Revolt TV and a few other sites that I checked out. I'm not giving that shit too much of my time. R. Kelly is still locked up.
How do y'all feel about that R. Kelly situation? Just real quick, like 2-second blurb.
Shouldn't be pissing on people.
I was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, because it's really, to me,
This
it's
nigga
really
got-
weirdos out here that's like, oh, R. Kelly was about to fucking buy Revolt too, so that's why the same thing is built. Bro, shut the fuck up. He molested little girls. That's what he did.
we
And
not
boys.
doing the false Bill Cosby rollout with R. Kelly. Like, I Believe I Can Fly is not that good of a song. Like we're not doing that. Like, we're not going to ignore the fact that this person has a history of dating and getting into relationships with teenage young ladies.
Now when you
as
say
a grown man.
teenager, like how old
No,
do you
I
mean?
mean, like,
when you
not
say-
driving age teenagers.
No,
Yeah,
but
no,
when you
bro,
say
like-
teenager, how old do you mean? Like
fucking gross, bro. When you say young girls,
Yeah, young girls. Yo.
you ever see the interview with him talking about
I'm
how
fighting for my fucking life. Yo, that's the funniest.
no,
thing ever.
did you ever see
Yo,
the
when he
interview
do that shit, go ahead.
where he completely confessed that he has an Oedipus complex? Like when he was saying, he was like, you know, we were so broke, me and my mother, we were so broke. Every morning she would get her $1 coffee and her Danish, and you know she would take a bite of the Danish and then give me the Danish, and then she would take a sip of the coffee and let me have a sip of the coffee, and you know I had this very
And I would
boy-like
turn
crush on
around
my
to
mom.
where the
Yeah,
lipstick-
and I would turn the cup and sip exactly from where her lipstick. Bro, you need to be castrated. That's how I feel about you. Not chemically. Somebody should actually
Oh,
Wu-Tang your shit.
Oh shit, yo, that's funny.
Yo, like this man
Yeah,
is
no.
sick.
we don't do the R. Kelly support to the point where it's certain shit in the catalog that I still can't cut off, and I be mad at myself. Like,
all
man,
that shit is dead, bro.
man, listen, no, fuck that. I listened to Best of Both Worlds a couple weeks ago on my way to work.
Yo!
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
Like,
told y'all that on here.
God, like
I
that,
told
yo.
y'all that on here.
Yeah,
I was watching Fade to Black.
It was after that, and I remember you saying it, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn!" Like I was on my way to work, and I was like, "Dude, that man, listen, whatever." Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have that one.
Nah,
not
yeah,
doing
it's
that. I'm gonna have that one.
music.
and that's only every now and then on the Reminisce joint. Yo, Kawhi Leonard is putting out a compilation album
Of what?
of rap, nigga. What the
Yo, wait, so what are you going to
He's
do?
not
Like, what
rapping.
it do,
Oh, okay,
baby?
okay.
He's not rapping. It well,
DJ Khaled shit.
wait a minute. It is my understanding that he is not
Okay.
rapping. I do not know that to be a fact. It's my understanding that he is not rapping, but he is like the money behind this. And the lead single is actually coming from Young Boy and motherfucking who you on that track with? And Rod Wave. So that's they have the lead single off of this compilation project, as it were. What is it called? Culture Jam.
Can we talk
That
about
sounds corny as shit, but okay.
Yeah, that shit sounds
Culture Jam sounds terrible. Like
That
I
sound-
don't.
That sounds
I hope
like,
they change the name of it. I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to listen to Culture Jam.
that sound like Michael Jordan wouldn't allow his likeliness on that video game. That's what that's player.
Number 96.
Player.
Who the fuck is this? Like,
Why is he so good?
Yeah, that's funny.
Nah.
Yes, indeed.
We should definitely talk about the there's so many parallels in hip hop in the NBA. It's fucking crazy. Like the NFL,
it's the reason why the two cultures parallel so well.
Yeah,
they intertwine very seamlessly.
Do y'all think that started with AI?
No, I think it was going on before then.
I mean, so think about it like this: Shaq had an album before AI came in the league. But go ahead,
fact.
Go ahead, Les.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I had that album. Yeah.
Yo, Shaq, both of them shit
Shaq had album. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yo,
y'all about to make me
Shaq
start.
was nice. Shaq was nice in his
Shaq-
time.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Biggie feature and the whole feature. Let's talk about it.
On
bro.
the same album.
On the same album.
First off, he had a Biggie feature, a whole feature, and a Mobb Deep feature on the same album.
Jersey, nigga. Now I'm saying Jersey.
And he sprinkled in a little, if this was your thing at the time, a little Lord Tariq and Peter Guns too.
Mhm.
That album had some
Right.
That album wasn't bad at all, man.
Nigga see me on the street, nigga. I ain't new. Looking at me all funny while I'm counting my money. Surprise.
No. Shaq had joints. We're not gonna front on Shaq like
Who the
Shaq.
best,
had.
who the best rapper? Who the best rapper in NBA history?
Dame.
Oh, I don't.
Thank you.
I'm about to say I don't know that it's really even close.
Dame Dollar.
Like who's better than Dame? Dame can
is
rap.
Nice. Dame can
Dame
rap.
got
his ass
real
off.
live. Like when I play 2K, I listen to that song back to back every time. Like both of them Jones he got on the new 2K.
And he smoked Shaq. He smoked Shaq.
He did. He smoked he got y'all. Dame got bars. Dame liable to get on the track and really do you dirty if you don't bring your shit with you. Like dude can spit. I like Dame a lot.
He's a hyena.
Yo, Boy, he's such a dick eater, bro. I hate that nigga so much.
I had to do it.
Sway in my inexplicable head wrap. Every time I hear his name, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I hate that the Boondocks did that to me, but that is what I think about every single goddamn time. But yeah, man, no, that shit is. I don't really want to hear Kawhi rap, so I really hope he does right by this and just goes all DJ Khaled on him. Go ahead.
You know who I do want to hear rap, and this might be a hot take, but maybe this is a Jersey thing, and I'll tell y'all why it's a Jersey thing in a second. Yo, KD got it. I don't know if y'all ever heard him rap before. KD is nice. I'm not saying he's Dame nice, but KD is nice, bro.
Listen, we all at some point growing up with that shit was doing it. So if I hear it and I like it, I'll take it. But I don't know. Kevin Durant don't know how to brush his hair, so it's so hard for me to believe.
Thank you. Because if you notice, my face stayed right there. I'm like, I'm not listening to anything.
It's very,
until
very
he
difficult
brushes his
for me to believe a nigga who can't hunt down a brush and a can of Murray's is going to give me bars. I'm trying to hear.
They're going to be the hardest bars ever, though.
But then I'm about to say, but the other side of that is
it's gonna be struggle rap.
Like struggle niggas can rap. Yeah, he might have had pain in them bars.
Like having to cut. He gonna tell you that he cut a 2-liter bottle. You know, the bottom of a 2-liter bottle to make a bowl so you get your cereal. You know what I mean?
Y'all ain't hear he got a joint on the Newark mixtape. Sue Surf.
Oh, word.
Mm-hmm. Go back.
I had that. I've listened to that several times.
Go back
and I don't remember that. All right, I'm gonna check that out. Let me see. Goofy shit. Any more goofy shit?
Oh, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop acting like motherfuckers is from the other side of the glass, bro. Y'all gotta stop it.
Who's y'all? Here we.
Not y'all. No, not y'all.
I'm about to say I need you to identify when you start with the y'all. All right. Okay.
All right. Just because I'm up on the stage, just because I'm down on this court. Leave these motherfuckers alone, bro. Y'all see Buddy got knocked the fuck out by DC Young Fly?
I didn't. I heard about it though. I mean,
there's no video of it.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say,
but it's a video of him getting dragged out. Right. Yeah, bro. Like, and DC Young Fly literally looks like a Ticonderoga. Like, that nigga is probably 150 pounds soaking wet. But bro, just because I'm on this side of the glass, that don't mean also fuck that little boy that fell in Harambe enclosure too. Fuck him. All y'all niggas need to leave these fucking people alone. Stop. Like, bro, this it actually aggravates me.
Yo, and that's the
I
thing.
don't
Like,
disagree with that at all.
first of all, I don't fuck with skinny people at all. Like skinny people, they don't got no cushion to they punches and nothing. It's all bone.
Oh.
I'm not fighting you, dog. Like, that shit don't hurt.
Yeah, it's like
skinny niggas
skeleton.
quick.
Yeah, no,
A skinny person could hit you
those.
anywhere, and that shit hurt.
Yeah.
My son is watching
no
this.
punches.
Just so you know,
Brandon, why are you on here?
Yeah, listen, man. I love this kid.
Brandon
He said, "I'm gonna support my dad no matter what." But yeah, shout out to him. He was on here last week. I didn't shout him out, but I'll shout him out this week. What's up, son? Anyway, so y'all see this shit with Kyrie and the Celtics and him stepping on.
Hey,
Yo,
he did what he was supposed to do.
So listen, right? Kyrie stepped on the Celtics logo.
He went out of his way to do it.
Went out of his way to step on that jump. So Kevin Garnett and Glenn Big Baby Davis both took issue with this. Now I'm gonna tell you my issue with them taking issue, right?
Yep. Let's get to it.
Now, I'm so mad I didn't get a chance to do this. So I got a friend named Adam who's from the Boston area. Adam is Caucasian. That's my guy. Like my cigar connect, good cognac. We discussed these. That's my guy, and he's a baseball fan. So when I want to talk baseball, because none of my friends like baseball, I like baseball. You've never told me that, my nigga.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about it later off. That's not what
fan.
this is about. Well, then we can't talk. Fuck you. Like I can't. Please, that's the end of that. Like, I love you, so I ain't gonna tell you to eat a dick. Fuck out of here. We can't even discuss. So anyway, my guy's from Boston, and I wanted to bring him on here, or at least get some feedback from him, because whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you're okay with it or not, I don't care if you worked for the Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, or Bruins. I don't care about none of that shit. What I'm telling you is that city has a history of being notoriously racist towards black athletes.
Thank you.
In a very highly disrespectful way. And this is not something that's like a mystery or hidden or shrouded in some sort of cloud. This is real. It's not imagined. It is what it is. So whatever feelings Kyrie had after being in Boston for however long he was there, and if it led him to that, that's his business. Kevin Garnett, first off, Kevin Garnett's basketball talent, I salute, like beyond a doubt. Kevin Garnett is one of the most corny, fake tough dudes I ever seen in my life. I never like Garnett. Yeah, I don't like him. Like he always running his mouth with this weird shit. He used to do it when he played too. Yeah. Like he would pick on niggas like Dwight Howard, but like wouldn't fight Shaq. Like nigga, you ain't let's what you doing out there? Right. But anyway, that's beside the point. The whole thing is like I just felt like these dudes came like you're disrespecting the C and stepping on the logo and like don't mess with Master Logo. Like it felt real like Sambo-ish, like, oh, you want me to do like y'all soft shooting ass weird niggas? Like, let that man deal with his business how he deal with it. That don't got shit to do with y'all. Y'all worried about this nut ass logo for a city that don't give a fuck about you in general to begin with. Like, fuck out of here, man. That shit corny. Like I said, I never really fuck with Kevin Garnett. Anyway, on like the outside, I respect the talent. God damn it, he's a Hall of Fame basketball player. But like he always seemed like a weird ass dude. Like the fact that you would even tell Carmelo your wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios, like he should have shot your ass. Like you wouldn't have did that shit in a bar in a regular setting. You did that shit in a basketball court because you knew you had protection. He's a pussy. I don't like that shit, man. And I certainly don't like this Calto and Sambo shit. Hey, don't talk about Boss and his stuff. Like Boss, a good boss. Like sit your dumb ass down somewhere. Like I don't like that shit, man. That shit weird to me. Like I get it, you won a championship with the organization, but again, that's that man business. That don't got shit to do with you. Fuck that logo. Like that shit corny. Cause you the same nigga that stayed in Minnesota for 5 years too many and almost wasted your whole fucking career because you was loyal to that white man up there too. Like you corny, dog. Like fuck out of here. Like That shit bothered me, man. He was getting bars this week with that corny shit. That was whack. For real shit. Left.
You got something to say about it, Hood? Or y'all gonna let me go in? Okay. I got more violence. Fuck you, Kevin Garnett. Like, yo, fuck Kevin Garnett and your punk ass, non-fucking acting ass. I hated you in Uncut Gems too, because you was acting like a pussy ass nigga in that movie too. The same way you did. You know what I mean?
I was on Pluto. Like, why is he acting like this? Like me,
tough,
not
weird. He's a fucking weirdo.
In the right coherent mind state, even was like, why are you acting like this?
Yeah, he's a weirdo. Like, I can't even shake it out another way. He's a weirdo.
My only thing beyond that was like, y'all know how many niggas y'all was in Boston after y'all won a championship? Like, not like before. Okay, oh man, let's see what happens when we get there. Let's form this super team. Da-da-da. Y'all won the championship and you was still a nigga there. Like,
man,
bro. That's. And it's not, and the funny thing is, in the sports world, there's not very many cities like that. Like, where it's just that blatant and nobody cares.
And nobody even has anything to say. There are a few. What's worse than Boston?
Philly's like that.
Salt Lake City is a close second.
No. Salt Lake might be up there. They're in that conversation. Because that shit that happened with Jai, his folks this week, too. Yeah.
Yo, and here's the crazy shit about that, though. All right, so Danny Ainge decides to step down from the organization and shit.
Right.
Because, like, it is rumors about the fact that he felt some type of way about, you know, the disrespect of the logo and all that other shit. But at the same time, he's now linked to a possible front office job in Utah.
I mean, well, you know.
You go from one racist ass city to another racist ass city. Just the same dude who had issues with players talking about how they he doesn't want to hear the opinion of players when it comes to these social issues, but you okay with hearing the same issues coming from Greg Popovich and Steve Kerr, even though you don't agree with them. But
that's because they look like boss.
Yeah, like come the fuck on.
It's different when you look like boss. You loud to talk a little more when you look like boss.
Yeah.
Like that's how they want us to be out here. Real shit. Like I really believe that there's a certain demographic of people who in their hearts believe that we should all be still running around here, like, you know, with the slave lingo and barefooted in the fields, as it would be, whatever the equivalent of the fields would be today. Like that's some weird shit to me. Like I don't know. But yeah, like the fact that he had all that energy over that nut ass logo is wild to me. Danny Ainge fumbled the bag up there badly with all them draft picks he had. He should have got fired last year probably. But you know, fuck Danny Ainge on that note. Like I never been a Danny Ainge fan. So, you know, in the spirit of KP send off, eat a dick, Danny Ainge. So we will move on to the next thing. And be done with.
I got a question for Left. I got a question for Left. How the fuck did y'all let Trae Young get under y'all skin like that?
I knew this was coming.
This was coming. And I was gonna give my team a proper send off too. Like, you know, y'all had a good season.
Hey man, I can find some eulogy music if you'd like. I'm sorry.
Don't the Lakers play tonight?
I had to give you a bar. You're absolutely right. Guess what, bro? I'm cheating because guess what? I got two teams. I'm going to the Sixers game Wednesday, so I got a double dip. Sorry, bro. I mean this twice. You gonna have to laugh at me two times when you get your back. Because even if the niggas lose tonight, I'll be down at the center next week, bro.
The funny thing is, at the end of the game, and this shit was unplanned. I'm watching the game. At the end of the game, buzzer sound off. Y'all walking out. That little scuffle happens.
At halftime. That was halftime.
Oh no. Okay, so at the end, that was halftime. At the end of the game, at the end of the game, they walking off. What did Trey said something at the end of the game?
Trey shot the 3 and then he waved at the crowd.
That's what it is.
Then he bowed.
Yes, the bow. That's what it was. I knew it was some Trey shit. The bow happened, and then what's the song called? Goddamn shit. Hunger on Hillside came on. Like, because I don't watch basketball games, listen to commentary, I listen to music. So Hunger and at that boom, boom, I was like, oh, they did y'all. Jesus did y'all foul in my life. as soon as the bell, the motherfucking strings from it.
It's the move for the death, right?
Yo,
now, hey man, listen, I'm gonna let you have your minute to get your team they do, man. Go ahead, do your thing, Left. You know, it's all good fun.
I mean, you know, at the beginning of the season, nobody expected us to even be in the conversation for the playoffs. And
Facts.
I'm not saying it as any consolation or whatever, but the team, you know, I'm not even going to say they overachieved. The team played, they did what they were supposed to do. They came out. I was hoping that we got past the first round, but we didn't. It is what it is. Hopefully in free agency, we able to grab some good players and, you know, make a run for it next year. So shout out to my Knicks. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. We appreciate the ride this year. And fuck Trae Young. I say it with my chest.
Trae Young really treated y'all like, because listen, I've been in this position in my life.
Man, fuck that dirty lollipop head ass motherfucker.
When you the little brother or somebody respected, and you keep taking the ball while everybody playing basketball and shit, and nobody can really hit you. Like, that's how Trae Young was doing y'all this last 2 weeks. Like, I know both of y'all either got a younger brother or y'all know somebody who had a younger brother. Y'all like, bro, just let me punch him in his chest. Like, but not you can't.
That same little brother I was telling y'all I love so much that I'll kill somebody over. Yup, him. Wanted to punch him square in his shit often and was unable to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how Trae Young was doing y'all this whole time. Also, hey yo, shout out to what's his name? Solomon Hill. Solomon Hill. Yeah, yo, bro, if my home let somebody, I mean, nobody.
He was ready for the goon work. He was ready for the goon work.
And that's what he's supposed to do.
Smoke. Yeah, I wasn't mad at him for that. But I'm gonna tell you what it was though. Because he let him throw the ball at him and then he let him walk past him and he thought about it and was like, oh no. Next nigga come around, I'm on that.
Right.
Then he had to redeem himself. He fucked up a little bit at the beginning, but he got it back.
Exactly. Man, you supposed to have that.
Yeah, for sure. You need them type niggas around. Left, man. Listen, man. I think your team I didn't have him in the playoffs at the beginning of the season at all. Now what I'll say is going forward, I don't know about Julius Randle with the kind of money he's gonna want based on the production that you got from him as your number one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He got that most improved player, you know, so he gonna be holding that over people's head.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Because he disappeared in the playoffs. And then it was crazy because everybody was so hyped because he had a double-double in the first half of game 5, but then he disappeared in the second half.
Well, he shot the ball terrible the entire series, and he proved that if you get on his left hand, it's a lot easier to stop him. So he'll have some things to work on. That team will have some time to get that together. We shall see. But go ahead, bro.
But I'm hopeful. I'm actually optimistic about us being able to secure somebody good within free agency. I had a couple people talking about how Derrick Rose is a liability for us, and I'm like, how? Like,
that's a person who doesn't know basketball. Don't listen to that person.
Like, I really feel like he got cheated out of 6 man this year. Like
that little bit of time in Detroit at the beginning killed him, though.
Yeah.
You don't do positive things in Detroit basketball wise right now. That's just not the city to be in for any of that shit to count. So yeah, that killed him at the beginning.
But yeah, him coming off the bench and being that spark for the second team, he was phenomenal. You know, how do you
did his thing, man?
Yeah, and then in the playoffs, how do you come off the bench and you averaging 24 points a game in the playoffs off the bench? So anybody who's talking that shit is out of their fucking mind.
My counter to that only is this though. You can tell he was tired by game 5 though. He was playing too many minutes. Depth wise, he had played too many minutes.
Well, I mean, I can say that, but at the same time, when you're looking at the fact that you're not getting the production that you need,
well, yeah, no, that's not.
That's the thing that that's a byproduct of it.
I said this before. Y'all was better off with being an 8 seed. Y'all had a better shot at as an 8 seed than y'all did as a 4 seed because
not with the Sixers and 4.
No,
yes.
But I'm gonna tell you why. The same issues that the Knicks has with being streaky and being cold on the offensive side, the Sixers has those same. We don't really have no spark like that.
But the Sixers have a top 3 defense. The Knicks had a top 10 defense, but the Sixers have a top 3 defense. Them 7 spots make a hell of a difference, bro.
That is true. Yeah, that's true.
7 spots change shit. But I know what you're saying, though.
I think that that offensive spark is hard to keep up when you're a streaky team, and that's been our downfall this year, and on multiple occasions.
That's why I like Steph shooting that ball the way he was yesterday. Because
he went off.
Yeah, he looked. Somebody was like, "When the Sixers get Steph?" That had me laughing. That was hilarious. But all right, Literally Anything podcast for the people. We are an hour and 15 minutes in. Got about 45 left to keep talking shit and hanging out with y'all. We appreciate everybody who has tuned in for a moment, left, came back, will be on late, or whatever the case is. Thank you for your time. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple, or any other podcast source, thank you for your time there as well. Quick little notes before we get into the next topic where we're gonna have some things. Apple tried to buy Versus before Triller did, and Swiss held out on the money because the Apple wasn't breaking the paper down for everybody else. So shout out to Swiss for that.
Shout out to Swiss
For making sure everybody eat. We love that shit. We definitely do. Yesterday, June 2nd. I don't know if any of y'all. So the other day I had this shirt on, and I my wife got it for me. It was a gift. I got the same shirt on. Just so y'all can see it, Avon Stringer, Weebay Bodie. If you are a fan of The Wire, you know what all of those references are for. Yesterday was the 19th anniversary of the debut of The Wire. So I wore that shirt the other day knowing that was coming up. That was in my forefront because I am a very huge Wire fan. Like Goofy, it's the greatest television show ever created, in my opinion. You can disagree. It's okay to be wrong. No worries. That's just how I feel about it.
Hey, yo, who sang Shake It and Jiggle It? That's one of my favorite moments. One of my favorite moments ever. One of my favorite moments ever.
Oh man, yo, that was the weirdest way to test where a nigga was from, though. Like that's absolutely
that nigga went to my high school. He's from Jersey.
Oh, Young Lee?
Yeah, he's from Jersey.
That's funny. Jersey, yeah.
That nigga does not like me, but that's another conversation for another day. Not like me.
3 times later. But for those of you who were asking, I had quite a few people ask me where I got the shirt from. So I had to, give her a shout out. My wife bought the shirt from me, but young lady by the name of Leah at Fierce Finds LLC, at Fierce Finds on IG. So if you like the shirt, 30, I believe is what it costs, something like that. I'm actually trying to get some other ones with some other names on it. We'll if that happens, you'll see them here. No worries. But once again, at Fierce_Finds or at Fierce Finds on IG. So yes, please make sure you check her out if you have any of these. Shout out to The Wire. Favorite Wire quote. You always gave us yours, Young Lee. Who sings Shaking and Jiggling?
Yeah.
That's what.
That's not my favorite, but that's one of my favorite.
Give me your favorite then. Give me your favorite. One, because it's like you can't pick a favorite. It's really not. That's like picking a favorite.
Oh, nah, I know my favorite. I know my favorite. My favorite. Welcome to Roof Chris. What you want to eat? Steak, bitch. Hey,
yo, fucking D'Angelo Barks. Yo, that is
steak, bitch.
Oh man, yeah, no, steak bitch is hilarious. You got one left? Like I said, I can't ask you to pick your favorite, but just one that pop off to you immediately.
There you go, giving a fuck when it ain't your turn.
Oh man, the motherfucking bunk, man.
Right.
The bunk.
That's a
Like,
hard one.
like that's one of that's my top. That's my second. That's my second. But my favorite one. I don't know too much about poker, but I bet these 2 4 5s be the full house. My man say it's the whole sequence. Because my man say that's my money you taking. Said money ain't got no owners, only spenders. Man,
Come on, dealer.
I like that come off that ring. He looked at it. My man said, put the joint on his chin and said, "You mistake me for a man who repeats himself." What, nigga? Like, yo, like
that's slick
dog.
pimping, bro.
Ooh. Like, I was mad for Marlo. Like, if a nigga robbed me like that, I'm gonna find that nigga for sure. Like,
How you so eloquently robbed me?
like you never been poetically robbed in your whole fucking life.
Yeah.
So this nigga pull up for you. Like what, nigga?
Yeah,
Niggas-
weird in health. Oh,
Yeah, never weird in health.
Bro, that's one of the
Marlo
best.
had
That's one of the
Man,
one of the best exchanges in history, bro.
that like Omar has my 2 favorite like overall full dialogues in there. It's that one and him and Brother Muzone in the alley. Like those are my 2 like as far as like just back and forth with the flow of conversation. Those might be my 2 favorite scenes from The Wire. Like just overall, there are a lot of really good ones though. So it's hard. Snoop and Mike when he killed her in the car. That's one of the hardest fucking scenes ever.
Right.
Because she just like. How my hair look. Mike said, "You look good, girl." Like what? Like
Y'all saw iCarly did that shit?
Oh, yo, that shit's fucking hard.
That shit is cold, bro.
Yeah, that shit was cool. I couldn't even front like that. That's actually kind of anything that pays homage to The Wire, I'm in for. I don't give a fuck.
That's
that
weird.
shit is cool. Yeah,
that is even
how far down the road do you have to go before those
Right.
2 things intersect? Like,
so like for me, seeing that on a because obviously none of us realized that when it happened. Seeing that on the playback in the Twitterverse, I thought to myself, I was like, yo, if Sam at one point said who loves orange soda, I would have fucking threw my hands up like, yo, they really paying homage to. But for Sam to be like, yo, how my hair look, Gib, like that shit is fucking crazy to me.
yeah, that's hard. That's hard. You look good, girl. Like, yeah. No, that's definitely it's quite a few. Like I said, we could do an hour episode on The Wire. I know I could. I don't know if other niggas could.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
absolutely could.
Prez
Sit here
bitch ass
and
shooting at them. Yeah.
we like, man, we could do a whole joint on season 4 alone. Just season 4, like when the kids came into it.
That's my
all
favorite
that.
season.
Yeah, it's a testament to the writing and the character development. Michael's trek in 2 seasons. Like, like I have a lot of favorite characters on there, but he's among my favorites just because, like, the arc of the writing and the way they built his character and what he got to from where he started in only 2 seasons. You had Omar for 4 seasons and ain't get all that.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And
as far as ascension.
The humility
just
on the
growth.
back
Yeah.
end too. The humility, like that is so. Yeah, so Michael and Omar are my 2 favorite characters. Everybody who knows me knows that.
Right.
But like Michael kind of edges him out. It's just that like that humility. Like when he beat Buddy ass in the boxing ring, it was more like I'm teaching you a lesson, my nigga. You can't talk to anybody any type of way because of who your dad is.
Yeah, the way he played Naaman the whole time was just crazy. Like, because even that evolved. Like, even that part evolved from the beginning when they first was running around and they put the piss in the balloons and all that. Like, it was, and then up until Naaman couldn't fuck with him no more because he saw the change in him.
Right.
Like, and Naaman realized I'm not about that shit, and this boy is. Like, I gotta stop fucking with him. Like, and it grew from that. But yeah, no, man, an amazing show. If you have not watched The Wire, fucking shame on you.
If you are a black
give yourself
educator,
a paper cut. Like,
if you are a black
moron,
educator, just watch season 4. Like, you don't need to know a lot of the intricacies, but if you work with black children, watch season 4. I tell
that's real.
I tell all my education friends, watch season 4 of The Wire. You don't need to understand all the drug dealing shit. Just watch season 4 of The Wire.
The young boy in class, the fat young boy and shit, when he came into class the day his mom died, like, yo, that shit was crazy because he's sitting there like, you know, he don't want to, you know, he don't want to fuck with nobody. Like I don't want to answer no questions. I'm just here because I don't want to be at home. Like my mom just died this fucking morning, and like I don't want to be there. And I'm here in class, and y'all keep asking me fucking questions and telling me to raise my hand and all this other bullshit. Man, fuck y'all. I don't want no parts of that shit. Like, you know, like that shit right there was heavy. Let me see what else. Like for me, like season 2 is very, very underrated.
Oh my God,
extremely underrated, and it's basically because of the fact that you're not dealing with you're not dealing with the hood like that as much. You know what I mean? So but it all ties in because it comes back around. Like everything, you know, everything. It's like fucking sewing a fucking quilt. It all comes together.
The glue. Every time I have this conversation, season 2 is the glue, man. Like, and you don't understand how important it is until you start to see like late season 4, early season 5, and the conclusion. You like, oh shit, all that shit that happened really meant something. Like, and it all came back. Like I said, just brilliant fucking writing, man. Great writing.
When Zig went there, like. And it was crazy, like Zig was just like, man, I can't do this shit no more. You're not gonna keep fucking playing me. Like, fuck that.
Zig was one of my favorite characters, though, man. He was an asshole, but he was one of my favorite characters of the show. Because Zig really didn't give a fuck. Zig was going Zig regardless. He
didn't give a fuck. Zig was a fuck up. Period. It's not that he was an asshole. He was a fuck up, and I can relate to that.
I was a fuck up at a point in my life. I can relate to that.
So it's like, damn, I can't never get this shit right. But this situation right here, you not gonna play me. You told me that you was gonna give me X, Y, Z for them fucking first. You gonna give me what you said you was gonna give me. You're not gonna short me.
Right. No, facts on that. Facts on that. Yeah. So shout out to The Wire, man. Like I said, my favorite show ever. We will do a Wire show one day, and I'll invite some of my fellow Wire historians, and we'll talk scenes and quotes and lines and things of that nature. And I'll leave y'all with one of my other favorite Bunk quotes. The Bunk is a strictly suit and tie motherfucker. Like that. Like, he was so goddamn. Once he got drunk, he's off the. But anyway, so we got about a half hour left. With this last half hour, I want to make sure I get this next topic quite the proper amount of time, because I sent my brother something, because I was thinking on again, like has been the case the last few weeks. I have something just weird and random in my mind that I'm thinking on or wondering about. I shoot these brothers a text, ask them to just, kind of think on it and put some thoughts together, and then we come here and give it to y'all. So I'll give you context like I always do. Mary J. Blige is the My Life anniversary is coming up, and she has like a special and I believe it's like, I don't know if it's like a TV movie or an actual movie. She has some sort of media coming out in concert with this documentary or something of that nature. My Life for me is, I'm going to say it's probably my favorite album ever. And I'll say that with a lot of like, there's some leeway within that, but it really, for me, I think kind of influenced the type of R&B that I listen to, the things I listen for in songs that appeal to me, because there was a lot of pain in there, and there was a lot of shit that I could relate to. Maybe not specifically what she was discussing, but at that time in my life, I had a lot of pain. So as I was listening to that shit kind of related to me and gave me something to lean on in a way where even to this day, when I listen to that album, number one, I don't skip a track. And number two, I can put myself in a place or an event with every single song. Like it really influenced me in a way to appreciate music in a certain way, and that type of music specifically. And it kind of blended even into some of my other genres of choice as far as music go. And I think we heavy with music around here. We all love music. It's an extremely important part of what we do. So you'll hear a lot of our topics come back to this, and this is just, what we are when we're here. But I just gave y'all one of mine. I have a few others for a few other reasons, but I kind of wanted to get, and I didn't, when I sent the text, I wasn't extremely detailed, because in my mind, I wanted to say, influential, because the question was your most influential albums of your lifetime, like things that have influenced you the most. That was kind of how I gave it to them. But in my mind, I'm thinking influential doesn't necessarily mean best. Influential doesn't necessarily mean favorite. Influential doesn't necessarily mean, you know, it's the most complete. It means that much to you specifically for whatever reason. So that was kind of, you know, where I was leaning with it. So with that being said, I'll let Left get started and tell me how you feeling about it, Left. What's on your mind with it?
All right. First most influential album of my life. Redman, Muddy Waters.
Ooh.
Now, this album is major to me because like I wrote rhymes before listening to that album, but that album showed me what you could do with a fucking pen and a pad. Like Redman's style, like mind you, before that album, I'd heard Redman songs before, but I never paid attention, like really dug into how nice Redman was. And that album from front to back was just a fucking
monster.
It was
along
like,
with one of the best interludes in history of rap. But go ahead.
I got a soda.
Yeah. That's that interlude. Oh, man.
I got a soda. It's only enough for one. I ain't gonna go all the way into it, but that shit showed me like what it meant to be like to have lyrics like as weaponry. Like you could destroy a motherfucker, and that shit made me so much harder when it came to writing because I started studying Redman. That was the person that made like it was just like, what the fuck? Like, how did he do that? And it made me like listen to that, then going into shit like Busta Rhymes, that When Disaster Strikes album.
Such a great album. Such a great album.
How you see how he did patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so Busta like gave the pattern thing to me, and then Beanie Siegel the Reason. And it's only for one song. Like, mind you, the album is a good album, but the way that fucking album starts, I get chills every time I hear it. I get chills when I think about that fucking beat. Like, yo, Kanye, you were the fucking greatest for that fucking beat.
Man,
to start that like fucking album. Nigga, yo, do you remember when I came with that CD on Fulton Street? When I showed up in the crib with that album on Fulton Street, and I had that shit on repeat. Right? Like, I couldn't get past the first track because it had Hood. I was sitting there, I had a pen and a pad, and that fucking album, that song on repeat. And
he was writing to South Street in between the bars. He was writing in between the bars. Like any music he got, he was writing in between them shits, bro. Like that's how fucking inspired he was when he heard that shit.
That night, we went down South Street. Nobody wanted no parts of me in a cypher. I'm bodying everything.
He was really going off the top, fucking them niggas up down there. Like it was very funny, yo. That's crazy. It was literally he was just juiced with adrenaline from hearing it. Like, but that's real though, man. Like, and that's why I wanted to ask y'all, particularly with both of y'all being artists, like some of the things that like really put that like that energy into y'all, like one listen, like that kind of shit right there. I had a feeling you would say that because I still remember that night. I remember that night vividly. I don't know how because I was stupid drunk on South Street, but I do remember that night. Like, I definitely remember that night.
Like, but, I feel like that night was very like it as a rapper. Yeah, that was those three albums. Yeah, and then as of late, I would say Daniel Caesar's album Freudian.
Okay.
That album helped me get through my breakup with my wife.
That's real shit right there. I
So-
won't even. I'll let you have that one.
So for me, it was like me trying to find myself again and going through that one, then another breakup, and then going through therapy, trying to get myself right. And that album was one of them that helped me.
Fire. I love that shit. Definitely. Hood, let me hear something from you, bro. I'm interested to hear yours because I know your influences are very all over the place. So I'm really kind of I'm wondering where you're gonna go with this.
Okay, so I will start off with the first album that made me realize that I pay attention to music more than other people.
Mhm.
The Black Album. The Black Album.
Such a good fucking album, man.
It's not, the funny thing is not my favorite Hove album.
It not mine's either, but just a very good project. I think sonically it might be my favorite, but like all together, no, I don't know.
Yeah,
he put it together so nicely.
It's Godfather 2 to me. That's
I like that analogy.
That's just like, I don't even need to elaborate. Like, it's just Godfather 2 to me.
I like that analogy. I may steal it, just so you know.
I remember being in 5th grade because it came out.
When I tell you about telling stories and telling us what grade you was in, nigga. I like your grade you was in. Just tell the goddamn story.
I remember being a young boy at an age where motherfuckers was not like, niggas was rapping, like niggas was paying attention to lyrics, but like they wasn't really paying attention to, like it was like, oh, the one meaning that you got was like the meaning that you got. But like, so damn, I remember thinking like, damn, I'm the only person in my class, in which everybody that was around me, their music taste is because of me, and my music taste is because of them. Like it was very much a give and take thing. And nigga, I get my by any means on whenever there's a doubt, bring your umbrellas out, because that's when I brainstorm.
That's when I brainstorm.
Oh, I remember saying like, hold up, nigga. My cousins be saying brainstorming. It don't mean what we be thinking. It be meaning when we doing a writing class.
Right.
Bro, like niggas will wet you like that whole like that at that young of an age, and then
you understood double and triple. You understood doubles and triples at an early age, yeah.
And like multi-syllabic, like the internal rhymes, and also using your rhyme as an instrument in itself, like using the like what Hove did to Lucifer. Nobody should have did that. You know what I mean? Like
so cursed the day that birthed the bastard who calls you church mass,
bro.
Oh man, listen.
There's
reverse the day.
That's literally that's an instrument. The cadence in itself, and bro, there's I can't skip a song on that on an album. And then having Cedric, hey yo, pimp this threats for real, nigga. Like
I tell you what though, every now and then I will skip the DJ Quick Jam. I'll skip that every now and then. I don't skip often. That's the now if you shoot my dog, I'm gonna kill your cat. This is in-laws and rat. Yeah. Know that like that John. Really? Like, and it's funny, I listen to it because I know the words right off top, right? But every now and then
that's not the one that I would think you skip.
Let me tell you why I don't really like the beat that much. So like when I'm like, all right, whatever. Sometimes I'll let it ride, sometimes I'll skip it.
I'll skip Change Clothes maybe, but that's because
I think you always skip the singles. Yeah, I think the singles you always have a right to skip. I heard this shit 90s, especially then, because we listened to the radio then. Right. So we really wasn't listening to that shit. Like, dog, I heard this shit 96 times a day. Click, like, I don't want to hear it. So that's a different, it's a different bag.
And then I can go into literally. There's certain discographies that I'm not going to mention because from the Black Album, me realizing my affinity for just words, and like why I write the way that I write, and then striving to not have to write shit down no more, like just like shit like that. So then that would take me back. Okay, boom, jump back into the Blueprint, and then the Blueprint is still everything to me. Like the Blueprint is what the fuck it is, and then jumping back into Biggie, realizing that damn. Biggie was using his voice as an instrument. And I remember saying this as a young boy. And then now as a 27-year-old watching the Biggie documentary on Netflix and his jazz drum teacher, the old hit on the block, telling him his pat, 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 pat. And then he realized that's why he raps the way he raps, because he raps in that jazz snare type of cadence.
Yes.
So, and then I'm like, okay, now this bring it back full circle for me, because that's exactly what Hove was doing on the Black Album. Still paying homage. Not to say that maybe Hove got that for him, maybe not, because that is a style of spoken word in general.
Right, in general, yeah.
I have Late Registration. Came at a very impressionable time for me.
Yeah.
I'm outside the emergency room. You can feel my heartbeat.
Listen, man. Yo, go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk because I got go ahead.
So that Roses came at a time where my great grandmother passed away.
Man,
go ahead, Left.
Oh no, my grandma passed at the same time.
Yeah, man.
Same time. Yeah. Like, so
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Roses got me through, like, and that was my dog, like my great grandma. So you know what I mean? It's I don't know, like that whole why everything supposed to be bad make me feel so good, bro. Like, Dad, I don't know why I keep getting in trouble. Just listen to track. What was that? 13? Like, listen to that song for me. I don't know why I can't
tell you why, stuff. But I can tell you why. Right.
Yeah, right. Like just like here, and the funny thing is, like that's something that my dad would be like, "Oh, you trying to be fun?" Like, no, like he got it. Like, bro, like being good is not fun. Like,
right.
I get that. What more do you want from it?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's a winner right there. I love that album.
Sublime by Sublime. That is Santeria is my favorite song ever. That's
Santeria.
Like, yeah, I don't practice Santeria, bro. That's and motherfucking Caress Me Down by that. Like, Caress Me Down is in my top 5 too. The Mucho Gusto, me amo Bradley. I'm hornier than Ron Jeremiah. And if you want to get popped in your knee, just wipe that look off your body face, bro. Like that. No, matter of fact, that is the reason why I learned how to speak Spanish. Well, I need to stop saying I speak Spanish. I speak Spanish enough.
Not
en otro lado es donde viví. Gormica se llama Mexia. Sus hermanas sí. Yeah, bro. Like that. Like that is.
Sublime album shit.
Is my shit.
I hear you.
Flower Boy, that came at a transitional. Pretty much all these albums came at a transitional period for me.
I think that's kind of how it works, though. Like you going through something where you have a certain thing, and that's just the music that's inserted in your life at that time.
Right. So yeah. So I found out that I was listening to Flower Boy heavy when I found out that I had cancer. So like, and that's actually something that we haven't talked about on the show. Yeah. So y'all, I'm a cancer survivor.
My guy's a survivor.
So 2014 Forest Hills Drive, that's another one of like, actually for real, any J. Cole album that came out while I was in college. Like
it's a student loan debt connection. Y'all connect sonically through student loan debt.
Yeah, exactly. Good Morning by Mac Miller, one of my favorite albums ever. That is the album that I wanted from Mac Miller. Mac Miller is the reason why I rap. Like, I remember Mac.
Every time I listen to your shit, bro, I like this nigga got a lot of that in him. Like, like
Samir, my brother-in-law, he says I should have been in our future all the time. Like, I know this.
Here's the thing. It's like when I listen to your shit, and I ain't gonna sit here and lie, like everything that you put out because some of that shit ain't for me. Like, it's for 20-something-year-old people, and I'm not that. So it is what it is. But you have this thing where it's like you plan, but if you get around the shit and start like really like you're writing in a way, like that's why I fuck with you and I respect, because you write in patterns, you write with flows, you write with like your shit ain't always layered and deep and all of that, but
I be spoon feeding shit.
Yeah, like you can rap though, like, and that's why I fuck with you on that, and not just because we cool, but like because I can hear the way you rap. Again, like I said, like I told, like it's certain shit that you got, bro, that I just be like, my nigga wilding on this show, and that's just what it is. Like, but that's respect though, because I ain't gonna lie to you about it.
Yeah,
but like, Doug, I listen to Bitch I Ain't Shit 5 times a week in my car on the way to work. Out of the 4, I go to work 5 days. That shit get played at least once, either on the way to work or on the way home. That's my shit,
bro. I be trying to tell people, bro. I got it. I'm Walter White mixed with Poltergeist. Every bar right, leave you ultra high. I'm Dolomite. You a shoulder height. You a little nigga, and I'm oversized. I'm Joe Flack out of Audubon going 99 on the Audubon. If I want your girl, then your girl was mine. Tearing down the walls like I'm Genghis Khan. Casting couch, she a soccer mom. And I'm swinging like a mastodon. If I smell danger, I'm the Black Ranger. Go Zach Taylor when the drama's on. Superman, how I bend the bar. Get this money like an oligarch. Spend it all with no regard. Tell Shorty step like I'm Marty Marr. Like, niggas be playing with me, bro.
Yo, first off, when you said I'm Walter White mixed with Poltergeist, I said I hate this nigga. Like, I swear to God, I heard that shit. I said, yo, I hate this nigga. Why would he say that? Like, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you know, getting back on track. But, like, it's really about where some of this music comes in at, as far as the time in your life and the shit you be going through and the things that, you know, make things relatable. And a lot of that kind of shapes who you are as a, you know what I mean, as an artist. Hold up, what he said? What Gigi say? I can go bar for bar in English and Spanish.
Hold on, Gigi.
Wait. But look, relax. Look, nigga, we not having a cipher.
Hey, I get
what you
around,
say?
I hit it like,
yo, shut your light skin ass. Anyway, man. So anyway,
all right, hold on. My last album, Mumble Rap by Belly.
Go ahead.
Mumble Rap by Belly. That's my shit.
Belly is an interesting artist because he got joints, bro. He definitely got joints.
Belly and Sci-Hi the Prince made me step my shit up. Like me not even dick eating. Like Belly and Sci-Hi the Prince made me like, yo, like it's cool. You can have the funny shit, but my nigga, you need to rap. Like rap your ass off.
Right. Gigi said you ain't saying nothing. You know she speaks fluent Spanish. She fucking with you. She said you ain't saying that.
It's a whole bunch of derogatory terms. It's a bunch of derogatory shit.
I'm just over here yelling curse words, nigga. Go ahead.
About the bitches I got that I don't have.
Yeah. To go back to Mac Miller, the Good Morning album, it's crazy that he predicted his death on Godspeed.
Right. Well, that's on Swimming.
That's on. Is that on Swimming?
Yeah, that's on Swimming.
Album. You might be right.
I mean, but hold on, but let's take it a step further, because I'm a huge Mac Miller fan, like huge Mac Miller fan. Y'all know that I have like
rest
a personal
Mac Miller. Shout out to Mac Miller,
man. Him saying on 100, what's it called? 100 Grandkids. I put the hero and heroine. Like, bro was telling us. Was telling us.
Yeah, no, he definitely was, man. That shit always makes me sad, man, because I was just getting into Mac Miller when he I can't front like I was on the wave at the beginning. I was just getting into Mac Miller right when he passed. So I caught up a little bit, and it's kind of wild that
right when he passed, that's when he was making music for y'all. Well, I'm not saying
no for like the. Yeah,
listen,
like every rapper has that movement where it's like it's that first set of core fans, and then it's that second wave, and then it's like usually the third wave is the mainstream I made it wave. Yeah. Like it usually goes like that. A perfect example of that is Chance. I am a first generation Chance the Rapper fan. I am 10 Day and acid rap dude. I'm not the coloring book is fire, but those to me the coloring book is like right at the precipice of him like going to that other side of shit. But like acid rap is like perfect Chance the Rapper. Like if you're a Chance fan, acid rap like you don't get no better than that personally as a Chance the Rapper fan. So I understand that there are waves to it. So real quick, because I really kind of want to be as close to on time as I can, but I want to get all these out. So I said Mary J. That's definitely one of mine. Most Def Black on Both Sides is another album that is extremely influential in just my musical taste. Some of just my pedagogy in life and seeing things a certain way. Mr. Nigger is one of the most brilliant hip hop songs ever. Like, and not because the beat is crazy or because he was barring that shit away, but just because of the understanding of the message in the song. And really, as a when does that come out? 99. So I'm 19. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so like when it comes out, I'm at an age where I'm starting to see the world a little differently. I'm a couple years out of high school, doing my thing, running around, working at Foot Locker, taking some classes at Temple, doing, just living life a certain way and starting to really see things and understand things. And having an album like that with New World Water and Mr. Nigger and just so many other like just really dope social pieces put in a way that's like fire though. Like it wasn't like preachy or none of that shit. Like it was an incredibly important album in just a lot of different ways for me. Speed Law lyrically is one of the goofiest songs ever, bro. Like if y'all not a Mos Def fan, I don't give a fuck. Go on your streaming service, go to Black on Both Sides and listen to Speed Law. Just understand that's lyrics, bro. Like that's a nigga spitting.
My favorite Mos Def bar.
What?
That's my favorite Mos Def bar ever.
Salt all over me.
You put molten salt all over me.
Yeah. No. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, that's funny. Yeah. No.
Like it was cocaine. It was baking soda, and I think I tasted cinnamon.
The black delegations use Eminem.
Yeah.
The black
wait one damn second, Rondell.
Chutch. Yo, he has the illest chutch in history. Way better than Snoop Dogg.
He had to spin with it too. He had to spin in the air with it. That shit was fire.
Yo,
that Black on Both Sides album is amazing.
Wiped his hand off on his suit like,
yeah. After he shook his hand and shit. Yeah.
That's how it be. That's really how it be. Big Sean said it best. I don't shake without hands saying, don't know where your dirty ass hands been. That's on life.
Yeah, no, we us high anxiety people aren't great with handshaking all the time. Only with those who we have that comfort level with.
Yeah.
So Black on Both Sides, My Life for Mary. And again, this is just, I'm talking about my full musical taste and not necessarily just hip hop, but the second Dru Hill album is really dope to me, like Into the Dru, and that's an influential piece just because it was an album that I bought for my little sister. It was something that she and I like got into and really shared and dug. And for those who don't know, she is no longer with us, and I miss my baby girl every day. So it was like that album was one of the it was a dope connection piece with us when we had our rough days. At the end of the day, we would sit down, listen to that, and talk shit, blow off steam, whatever it was. As she got older and was able to drink, we sit down, have a drink, rap, and that would kind of always be the starting point of it. So that album is extremely important and influential for just for me in general. As far as more towards the hip hop side of things, everybody loves Illmatic. When you talk to people about Nas, 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you Illmatic is the one. And Illmatic's a classic. Like, you're not going to hear me say, like, and just because of the timing of it and the influence and the way to change people rap in the game and so on and so forth, Illmatic's untouchable. But for me, my most personal album from Nas is It Was Written. Like, that album at the time when it was out and people was out here, listen.
He was outside, nigga.
Yeah, I was outside. Like, that's all I can say. I was outside when It Was Written was out there popping. So yeah, like that's my shit. It's a different level. On some completely non-hip hop, non-R&B at all type shit. Queen Greatest Hits album is just fire. Like,
I was about to say, I was waiting for you to bring up Queen. I was waiting for it.
Like, it's no way I can't not say that about like that. Like, Freddie knew music, man. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, if you put Freddie on your lead vocals, and get some of them harmonizing ass strings behind it and get them dips going. Like them yo, Queen is untouchable. Like, fuck what you talking about. Like, so that's just, that's from my side of things. That's great. Luther Vandross, that album is crazy. This always makes you think of my mama and just the 80s in general, and fried chicken in North Philly and acting up and all that good shit. That's a sonically dope album for me, the first one. I had a few more. I could probably do this all night, but I don't know if anybody wants to circle the block on anything I may have mentioned or had something that they thought of in between.
Try and hear these albums.
Machiavelli, man.
Oh,
that I'm not a huge. I'm a huge Tupac fan, but I only really like 2 Tupac albums. If I'm being like super honest, like I like Pac for his influence, but like in the end, when I go back and look at it, like in the real moment, you couldn't tell me he wasn't the greatest motherfucker alive. But now on the look back, it's like, all right, maybe not. But either way, Me Against the World and Machiavelli are different. Like, he went crazy on them Jones, man.
What's your favorite Pac song?
Favorite Pac song?
Probably
Against All Odds.
All right.
Probably Against All Odds. Maybe So Many Tears. I can narrow it down to 3 if you gave me a minute. I don't know if I could pick one, but I can narrow it down to 3 if you gave me if I really took some time to think about it. I like that Machiavelli album so much though. Like it's a really well put together album.
All right. Like they got it's a song that with Bone Thugs and Harmony, like
because that was Pac's group.
Yeah, I think it was called Thug Love. Pause.
You talking about the joint where they be
with the gunshots
and shit? No. Pac went off on that
song.
Bone Thugs got a song with Biggie and Pac. Like, shout out to Bone Thugs, nigga.
Yeah.
Like shout out to them.
There's one more rapper that does 2. I want to say, was it Method Man?
Yes.
Method,
He's the only solo rapper that has that on his credit. That is a group. He is the only solo rapper that has that on his credit. He actually has songs with every fucking body. Like, I don't know that there's a feature that Meth don't got in his catalog, and that's fucking incredible. You got to respect that.
That's my guy.
Indeed.
My favorite. I like Pac when I like Compulsive Pac. I'm not the biggest Pac fan. I am the person who says Pac is overrated. I don't think he's a lyricist, but
I think you had to be there. That's why I don't get mad at people who say that, because I think to really understand it, you had to be there. Like you did, you had to be there. So I'm not mad at that. That doesn't.
I said, I don't take away from the impact or nothing like that,
right?
Because there's some things that I've learned from him myself. But 2 of America's Most Wanted, that's my shit.
A hard ass song, yo.
That's my.
He was rapping on there though. I know why you like it, because he was really rapping on
there
shit.
Talking.
Paint the perfect, like he was really rapping on that shit.
And listen to what I said about all these albums that we talked about. I like when people use their word and cadence as an instrument in itself. So how he bopping back and forth, bro. That shit is cold, bro. And that's something that I actually don't really use in my music, which is funny. Which is something that's like my favorite thing in music, period. And that's something. Well, I mean, when I harmonize and I do my little melodies or whatever, but
No, he's crazy. Go ahead, Left.
No, go ahead, because like this is taking the situation somewhere else. So go ahead.
I am I've always been of the belief that, like, stylistically, Pac was just different from everybody else. But I always thought if he wanted, like, one of my favorite songs with him, him with Meth Red and Corrupt and Daz. Like, he went bars on that song. Like, he wasn't just talking that thug like he wasn't on that. He was spitting on them, John. Like, That shit, and that's why I mean by you had to be there, because now when people talk about Tupac, they ain't never gonna bring that song up.
Can we?
Like, you got to go find that kind of
yeah.
shit. Like, that's not what's being presented to you when we talk about him. So as a rapper, a lot of people who won't go that far might not understand he had it. It just wasn't the lane for him at the time. If that makes sense. Like,
can we
if
give
that makes
Young
sense.
Gotti his can we give Young Gotti his flowers? Corrupt, bro. Corrupt will bar most of these niggas now to death.
What? Well, you know why though, right?
Because he from Philly.
He claimed West Side, but yeah, no,
Because
bro,
it was beneficial.
that's that 215 flow for sure. When you be out there spitting that shit, like, no, we not doing that.
Yo, I remember I brought that Streets as a Mother album home. He was like, "What the fuck is you listening to? Nigga, you better listen to this shit. This nigga going on." Especially like, yo, when he was going that X.
The interlude is one of the funniest fucking interludes in the history of music. Like,
I was till I die.
Till I die. That's my
Looking for
word.
the TV, mama. I smoked the TV.
Yeah, yo. Oh man, he fucked X up on that, John, bro. He said, "Who I be, it's who I is until I die. That's my word."
That's my word.
Yeah, he fucked X up on that, John.
I fuck with Corrupt.
Yo, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sister.
no, he fucked him up on that, John.
Y'all like real quick? Y'all like the DMX album? Just Flash Judgment.
I'm not
I like
gonna say
6
I listened
songs.
to the whole thing. Like
I like
listened
6
to-
songs. First
I
off,
listened to the
can we
single.
talk? Wait a minute. Can we talk about how Nas and Hove just got this thing where they get on tracks and really just try and kill each other? Like, and I love this shit. Like, I need an album of that shit.
Yes.
Like, bro, they be really going at it. Oh, that shit is beautiful, man. Like, if you love music and hip hop, like in that era of shit, like, oh man, I love to see these two dudes on the track. I need this shit as often as possible. Who's ever opening up their checkbook for these verses, continue.
Because at first I was like, damn, Hove, you got washed, my nigga, by both these niggas. And then on the playback, I was like, ho.
First off,
yo,
he had
niggas
some doubles and triples in there.
Yes.
That you better go back and listen to. Because
Yeah.
I thought the same thing you thought. Now, don't get it fucked up. Esco is just like, shout out to Nas, man. Like fuck all y'all who be on this goofy ass Nas is overrated shit. Like, I'm not like,
Yeah, Jisa.
I don't I don't get what y'all not like. I get it. We don't like his beats. That's fair. That's a fair fucking criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the goddamn instrumental off. This motherfucker can rap. Like, he can rap. Like,
Yes.
he can rap. He can rap better than most of the rappers you ever heard rap in your life. He can rap, nigga. Like, stop it with my man out there, man. Y'all be playing with his name like he really not one of them boys, man. Cut it the fuck out. Like, like y'all get me to quoting Nas bars. Y'all be like, he said that? Like,
Right.
and that's what always fucks me up. Because I say something and the niggas be like, what song he say that on? Like, no, you ain't listening because you ain't like the beat, nigga. So what about the beat? He got bars. Like, I wish
Ghetto Othello, Sugar Hiramello, Camaro driven, a climax from paper and I ask why is
why is life worth living? What?
Is that the hunt for the shit that you want?
To receive's great, but I lust giving. Best jewelers want to make my things. I make Jacob shit on the range just to make me a chain.
Chain.
Like, what, nigga? Like, no, y'all gotta stop playing with Esco, man.
Let
Like,
this
Esco
bitch breathe.
really-
Yo, Esco is nice.
That song, they fucked that song up. Like, I would have been so mad in the studio as the engineer. Like, what? Like, fuck, I'm supposed to do? Like, I'd have been like Puff at the end of Victory. Fuck, I'm supposed to do now? Song fucked up now. Like, y'all just burnt my whole shit down.
Yeah.
Like, they really fucked that joint up, man. Like, y'all gotta stop playing with Nas. Like, oh man, sleep with my heat, wash with my gun in the shower. My tongue is power. It thrills women, kills demons. Long as I'm still breathing, I'm still winning. I teach them. Oh no, man, I'm done.
Bro.
I'm gonna end it on that because y'all get me to quote and Esco. Me and that nigga share the same birthday. I'll do this all night for September 14th, nigga. Let's go. Anyway, yo.
Nah, my nigga came out the gate with I went to jail for I went to hell for snuffing Jesus, bro. Like, a niggas is different. We said when I was 14, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Like,
Yo,
he came out the gate different.
Live at the cookout, yeah. Live at the barbecue, yeah. He was different, man. Like we could do Nas bars all night. But anyway, 934, literally anything podcast for the people. We're gonna spin around and get our final thoughts before we close this thing down. Brother Left, aka your mom's interior decorator. I did not address that all day. That shit is funny. Yeah. That shit is very funny. That name is different, bro. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Like
and it's funny, like all right, so before we went on air, we was having a conversation that stemmed around the name, and it's funny because all right, the Tupac thing started to bring something up. So all right, so back in the day, I used to deal with this chick who had this thing about listening to Tupac while we got it in, and
which is scary.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like
she got to be from Montclair.
Yo, I don't know if Shakira's still here, but Shakira, I know, is one of our Spotify listeners. She's gonna spin back the block on it. She's gonna spin the block on that. That was hilarious. She was from Montclair. God damn.
So the funny part is, like, back when this was going on or whatever, like she had 3 young kids or whatever. I think she got 4 now, but she had 3 young kids at the time. And so time goes past, I ain't messing with her no more, whatever. So one day I happen to be on South Street and I bump into her son. Now, the crazy part about it is our dynamic was I was her weed man. So I would come through, drop off, and then slide most of the time. Or they thought I slid, but I slid. So he see me, was like, yo, what's up, OG? I'm like, hey, now what's good with you? He's like, nigga, I'm getting pussy now. I was like, I'm not even gonna kill you like that, because in my mind, I always been with your mom.
Boy, you are the goddamn devil.
It's just no other way to say it.
You're a goddamn devil.
Oh man!
Like he was with his homies, so I was just like, I gotta let you live. If this was me and you 1-on-1, I probably would have told you, man, I was busting your mom ass. But I'm not gonna do that to you, young boy. Like you all right.
Let a nigga ever say that to me about my mom.
Listen,
we already know you and your light skin hostility.
No, I'm gonna tell y'all both better than me, cause
nigga, sometimes you got race. I don't
know. You just go ahead and let it ride with the young boy.
Let. That's what y'all know. Y'all don't listen to New Edition.
Oh shit.
I think Johnny Gill hit my mom back in the day, so I don't fuck with them niggas.
Yo, shit, yo. Long as she ain't go to a Whitney Hutton show, you be all right.
Nah. It's a picture of Johnny Gill on my mom, and like when Drake was like, you gave that nigga a type of hug, and I know them kind of hugs,
right?
Like so it's one of them.
I ain't gonna hold you though. I always thought Johnny Gill like boys. But you got he might like both. I don't know.
Or he might just be showing and proving because them niggas was clapping buns on tour at all times. So like, what you gonna do? Like,
you gotta stand up and you gotta maintain the image. Right on.
And the way he was looking at my mom in that picture when she was smiling.
Stand the rain.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll slide Johnny Gill right now off suspicion.
No one can know.
Hey, any last story, my nigga is over here wilding.
Hey man, be weird, y'all. Like y'all, all y'all motherfuckers is too serious all the time, myself included. Like I ain't have to accost them white men earlier today, Just be weird. Try something new. Shit, nigga, I like snowboarding. I'm about to get a hoverboard or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do this week.
Man, I love your European hobbies. I love when I get texts from this brother about European activities. It is one of the it highlights my fucking days. I swear it does. Man.
Did I ever send you the video of me board rail? Hold on, pause. Me board sliding on a
yeah.
hey, I ain't gonna these niggas ain't gonna kill me with that. You got me fucked up.
Not gonna catch me on that one right there.
No, yeah, I think you did actually, but you know, well, yeah, that's funny. All right, so I'm gonna get slightly serious on my last little piece, and it's not like super serious, but it is something that's like close to my heart, and I thought it was dope. So number one tennis player in the world, women's tennis player in the world, Naomi Osaka, was at the French Open, which is one of the 4 major tennis tournaments in the world. She won her first round match, but she stated prior to even coming to the tournament that she would not be speaking with media. And her reasoning was basically mental health. It was very, very simple, nothing else. She didn't want the stress of having to deal with the media. She felt like it was something that it just wasn't time for that. She was in a place where she wasn't in a healthy space to deal with that. Me and Hood have both been kind of transparent, even left earlier today. We all have been to therapy on some level and dealt with mental health issues. I think me and Hood slightly more than Left and Hood even slightly more than myself, but we all have walked their road. We have all walked their road, and you know, we are very aware and super empathetic and understanding of people in those situations. So my salute is for her for taking that stand, for those of us who have awful fucking days sometimes, for those of us who have awful fucking weeks, for those of us who have been in bad enough spots where we've had awful months. Like we understand what that is and what that looks like, and the difficulty of dealing with people who don't have a sensitivity to it while you try and navigate it. More than anything, that's the part I relate to. I relate to not either A, no one knowing because you can't really express it to them, or B, them knowing and having no idea how to deal with you within that. I am blessed to have people in my life who have a great understanding of what I'm going through and who have grace and leeway with me. And I appreciate and love them for that. It is not an easy thing. I know I'm a pain in the ass to deal with sometimes, but you know, I'm working with it just like y'all are. So Naomi,
real quick, yeah. I just want to go on record and saying, before me and you literally having anxiety attacks across the room from each other, I didn't have anybody that I could express even my traumas to, you know what I mean? Right. Like typically when people would ask what's wrong, you know, I'm super transparent. What's wrong? I'm having a flashback right now. I was molested as a kid. Let's
yeah, they jump off you. Oh no, okay, so you see the game last night? Like, get weird, yeah.
So I would like to truly express my love and affinity for you, as even, you know, you're one of my best friends, but you're also like a father figure to me, because there was no such thing as anxiety and depression growing up. It was like, bro, you deal with shit and then you get over it. That's just the way it
fucking moving. Yeah.
And truthfully, my dad wasn't as toxic in the sense of like masculinity was concerned. Right. But I didn't, bro, I'm like tearing up. I never had that outlet of understanding, like, oh, you go to therapy also not with your girl, because, you know, at the time I was in therapy with my ex and by myself. And for somebody to say like, nah, bro, I'll go to therapy too. Like, look, this her name. So for me, I was like, oh shit, like this isn't taboo to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and on a public platform, I definitely want to thank you for that, because that's something that I never told you. Like, I never had nobody to talk to about this shit until
absolutely, man. Listen, man, we got to do a better job as brothers and just men in general. And I don't want to categorize it, but I will say specifically as black men, and we just got to be more understanding of the fact that that shit get real sometimes. Like, and you gotta You gotta have an outlet for that, and you gotta be able to stand up and have those conversations. And you gotta give the people who you care about a space to get that shit off. Like and yeah, like you said, like for me personally, if at your age I'd have had somebody who I could like be like, damn, some of this shit is okay. Maybe I might have dealt with some of my issues earlier because it took me a long time to come around to even start to accept that these steps were real things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so like I kind of almost wish I had that, but I'm glad I could be there for you because you'll be there for somebody else and so on and so forth. And, you know, that's how to go, man. But that's what we got to do, man. We got to take good care of each other. I tell y'all that all the time. We got to take good care of each other, man, for sure. But yeah, man, that was my last thing. I wanted to make sure I said that. As always, brothers, I appreciate y'all time. Love y'all to death for giving me these 2 hours of y'all life every single week, man, because y'all don't have to. And it is absolutely motherfucking appreciated more than I could ever really express to y'all. So thank you for that. Anybody who took a minute to check us out today, we went a little longer, but I think the subject matter at the end was well worth going over time. Like I said, anybody who checked us out, anybody who was here this week, anybody who's on Spotify, Apple, we love you. Thank you. Share, like, spread the word, show some love. We trying to do some things here. Summertime's coming. In full transparency, we might not be on next week, y'all. I'll let y'all know. We might have a week off next week. I got a few things I'm trying to sort out on my side of things, kind of in the vein of what we was just talking about. So I just want to make sure things are right because I like things to be professional and proper. So I'll let y'all know in a day or two. I'll put post on the page and let y'all know. We may or may not be here next week, but you'll know in enough time to get that all taken care of. But either way, the support is appreciated. It's all love. Left Hood, appreciate y'all, brothers. Literally Anything podcast, y'all, for the people. Fuck with us. Peace and blessings. In my cousin voice.